Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to LEGO Batman on the DS. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It's Batman time!
Woohoo!
Yeah, that was kind of... So, we are... Oh, here we go. Please don't be as bad as the airplane thing. So we have to switch here.
Hopefully the game will listen to you.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah. Wah.
Rah!
Yeah, that's pretty much what they do. Wah, wah, wah. Wah. Wah, 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 wah. I don't know.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yada yada, Batman!
Well, they grunted in LEGO Batman 1. Like, Steve Bloom was Batman, though, so he was like, ugh.
Yeah, that's right, they did.
I was really thinking about this, like, because we're working on that one Wolverine game and actually having issues with it, X2 Wolverine's Revenge. Who's the better Wolverine? Steve Bloom, the guy from the 90s, like the X-Men, or Mark Hamill?
Okay,
Because I really liked Mark Hamill's performance in the video game.
Wait. Who was the one that played Wolverine in that one Marvel game that we did? That was a lot of fun. Where we had all those Marvel... What was it?
Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah.
Steve Bloom.
I liked that guy as Wolverine.
So you like Steve. Okay. Oh...
I can't remember the other people, but I remember that guy was fun.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Wolverine?
I'm gonna
go with Steve Bloom then.
I mean, Steve Bloom is amazing. I still think, like, just like Kevin Conroy is the best Batman, you know, because he was from the 90s and he had an amazing voice. The guy that they got to play Wolverine in the X-Men cartoon show from the 90s, he had that angry Canadian feel to him. You know, his voice was, like, really cool and he sounded like an old man that would also kick a lot of butt.
Yeah, angry Canadians.
Sorry. I love to our Canadian viewers.
There are angry Americans, so I'm sure that there are some angry Canadians. Especially when they have to pay their taxes.
Whatever. That's Croc? That's Croc.
Yeah,
all right. Okay.
Throw a rock at it.
I threw a rock at it.
There. Oh, good job. 100%.
Hey.
No, I'm totally. Yeah, I was gonna actually say something really mean about Canadians, but you actually made.
Whoa!
I was gonna be like,
put the brakes.
The angry Canadians. Why not just go anywhere and pick one of them up? Never mind.
Stop! I don't know where you're going with this. I'm scared.
Right, just continue. I heard Canadians are pretty nice.
Meow.
Actually, somebody said that Pennsylvanians are like Canadians, so if that's true, then Canadians must be pretty nice, because Pennsylvanians are pretty nice.
Pennsylvania is like scary nice, though. I'm still not used to it.
I know, when people smile at me and they're like, have a nice day, here's some extra napkins, I hope you have a wonderful day. It's like...
Are you secretly planning a curse on me?
It's like, why do you care about me? What's it to you? Do you get paid more to care?
Stop freaking me out, lady. Yeah.
I'm not... I really love it, though. It's great. But then if you get around it too much, it's just like, oh my gosh, like... I don't know if, like, I couldn't even put that much effort into being happy if I tried. Is that how I was when I was in the Midwest, I guess? Yeah, basically.
You were a bookworm. You were always studying, so I always wanted to be one of those boyfriends that got to go to your job just to see how cute you'd be working, but you didn't have a job.
I wasn't allowed to have a job.
You were a full-time student. I know. So, I mean, the only thing that came close to it is you were, like, kind of doing, like... You were like a librarian or something, or you were working at the Highland Library or something, but you weren't being paid or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
that was like the
I had to do a bunch of crap to basically get my scholarship to go to school. I had to work for free a bunch of places so that I could get a scholarship so that I could go to school for free. But in reality, I was working to get the money to go to school for free. So in reality, I was actually working for the money. But you can't explain that to family members. They're like, oh, it's a scholarship. It's like, but I'm literally having to work all this time to get the money.
Yeah, I can't relate to that. I actually had to work to go to school and stuff like that.
Well, never mind. I won't go into it.
Oh, I know.
I liked being on scholarship. It was the best ever. I want to get a scholarship again so I can finish my music thing, but I don't know if it'll ever happen.
Never know.
It better happen. I hope it does. If it doesn't, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Just don't hold me up at Umbrella Point. Wait, what? Where are we supposed to go?
I can't work.
Oh!
It's really hard to work and go to school at the same time. Cause
Japanese do it. Japanese will have like more than one job, plus go to a craft school.
Yeah, but they also... Japanese, like, a lot of them work really, really hard and fall asleep when they're working, and it's, like, not good.
No, they don't fall asleep when they're working. Fall asleep during class.
Oh, okay.
And usually they're, like, so far ahead of the class anyway that, you know, they're allowed to take a nap.
I can relate to that.
So, I mean, you probably would have had a better, like, school experience if you were Japanese. I think.
Most of my time was wasted waiting for morons to catch up to what I already understood, like, within 2 minutes.
Yeah, you would have been in class A.
I would. Sometimes I watch like Japanese stuff. I was like, yeah, I would. I think I would. Of course, I say that, but I was in American schools. No offense against Americans, but I really think that if I had gone in Japanese schools, I think it would have been more stressful. Because
Basic.
I think they would have been.
You would have been. I would have been in D, and you would have been probably class B.
I don't know. I don't know if I would have.
Because the elites are scary. Like,
well, I don't.
Just going by, like, you know.
No, I mean, like, I used to be scary, intense, but then like, certain things happened in school where I realized it really wasn't that big a deal. Like, one time I made a report against something I believed in, and my teacher just marked me down, gave me a D, even though I did the report perfectly. She just didn't agree with my opinion, and then after that I was like,
That's
what?
harsh.
I was just like, okay, I've had straight A's my entire life, and you do that, like, ruin my grade point average. And then after that, I just stopped caring, because I was just like, all right, there's more important things in life than this, because I realized that it doesn't matter if you work.
Ooh.
You can work as hard as you want, but it's still, life isn't fair.
Oh, yeah, I could tell you.
You know what
that.
I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's not a guarantee. Like, some people, like...
Here we go.
Yeah, they kick themselves because they think like, oh, I'm sorry.
No, I really want to.
But you know what I mean. But anyway, if anyone is like trying really hard in school and you guys don't make it, like,
do your best.
Just do your best, because life is not fair. Sometimes you did deserve an A, but somebody just gives you a D anyway because they're jerks. So you should just know that you deserved the A if you worked really hard.
Life lessons from K-Wife.
So what you should do is get in your Batman costume and climb the walls and explain to the teacher why you should have had the A and don't leave the room. No.
I actually had this whole I had this whole idea when I was in high school, because the draft wasn't around, but there were like soldiers all over the place, like making you sign up for stuff.
Oh my god.
And I signed up for it. I thought I would have to do like this crazy story that I'm a vigilante or something like that, but they told me I had terrible eyesight, I had flat feet, and I failed the physical, so I would never have to worry about being drafted. But I had this entire story that, you know how in Japan they have these characters that believe that they have secret powers, like,
you were
trapped
gonna
in
tell
their
a
limbs?
story like about like something.
Well, I was a thespian, so I was an actor in high school, so I was gonna really sell it that I was insane. And I had this whole thing, like, I showed up with a bandage around my eye, and my leather jacket was like all ripped up a little bit.
No, you did not.
I did.
Are you making this up? Are you joking around?
No, I'm totally serious.
You put a bandage over your eye and showed up?
Yep,
like,
I had a bandage on my eye, and I had a bandage around my hand, like completely covered it.
To the draft people?
Yeah.
What did they say?
I didn't have time to do my kooky story. It was after I did my physical, like I was finding out what was going to happen.
Did they test your eyes while you have the bandage on your eye?
Yeah, they made me take off the bandage.
Okay. Wow.
But
are you serious, or are you joking around?
I'm 100% serious.
You've never told me this before.
Because it wasn't really a fun story at the time.
This is the most insane thing I've ever heard you do in my life.
No, it's not. I've done crazier things.
You wore a bandage like when you didn't have a problem in your eye? That's... Wow.
Well, I wasn't. I mean, they asked me if I had any problems. I was like, I said, I'm trying to contain a greater power, and they're like,
Well, actually, the same thing kind of happened to my dad. I mean, he didn't do the bandage thing, but conveniently, he hurt his leg while playing softball right before he was supposed to be drafted. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know. I guess we'll never know what really happened.
What made me upset is I had like this, because that was back in when those animes were starting to become really popular over here.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, the military wouldn't know what's going on, like what I'm trying to do. I was just trying to be crazy. And I was 19, 18 years old.
The military doesn't watch anime.
So I had this whole thing concocted, like, you know, that but the drill sergeant was scary, or the doctor that was looking at me, so I didn't do the thing like, no, if you take off my bandage, the world will be destroyed.
That's what you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But no, I didn't. I
can imagine you doing that, because I have seen you around doctors and you do joke around. But our new doctor who has you, oh my gosh.
I don't like our new doctor.
That guy does not have a sense of humor. I see you joking around, and I'm literally about to fall off my chair in laughter, and the guy just gives you a look. And it's like, the last doctor you had would laugh hilariously, and you always get the receptionist to laugh. And it's just like, the guy has no sense of humor.
You don't see me like I'm flirting or anything like that? Because I'm not. I'm just...
No, you just like joking around.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not really threatened when the receptionists are over 50 years old. It's fine. It's like, it's fine.
They look 50. I don't know how old they are.
I don't know.
Wow, that's really fast. We're already inside the police department. See, time flies when you're having fun.
No, I mean, you try to joke around with the doctors too, but they're just kind of like not. Yeah, our new doctor is just kind of like.
Well, when I had that radiology stuff done, that Korean doctor, she was laughing a lot.
Yeah, actually, our doctor who doesn't laugh at all, he did laugh in one point when you weren't able to breathe, and he wanted me to take a video of you.
He was the one who came up with the joke,
and
though.
I know, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of a dark joke.
That was a dark joke, yeah.
He said it would be funny to upload, like, you not being able to breathe in the middle of the night, and I was just like, okay, that's not very funny. It's like...
That's not funny. That's not...
Yeah,
he's a...
I guess it was funny. Maybe he has really twisted humor. Maybe he's like Hugo Strange. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
You never know. I mean, doctors...
Ta-da.
I mean, I'm sorry, but...
See, that's how you break Catwoman out.
That's a cool picture right there.
That is. But the only problem is we can't, like... I don't know how Pac does it, but he was able to do, like, high-res versions of these pictures.
I don't know.
And I'm just saying this, just competitive-wise. Our template looks so much better than his footage. Like, his footage is blurry and all this other stuff, and...
Oh, you're saying just matter of fact, though.
But his pictures that he was able to take off the DS...
He was somehow able to take awesome pictures.
Yes! I don't... Maybe there's a program he uses or something like that.
Well, he can't tell all his secrets.
No, I don't expect him to. It's, you know... It's cool. But whatevs. Whatevs. But yeah, no, I didn't get to do my whole story, so that made me kind of sad, because they literally turned me down within a few minutes, and then I got defensive. I was like, well, you know, what about this? And they're like, nope, that also fails you, and it's like, oh.
Like, you wanted to try and twist their arm so that you wouldn't be drafted because you thought you were, like, obviously going to be. Yeah. But then, like, when they started mentioning everything wrong with you, you got sad.
I felt unmanlike, and I was just like,
I can't believe I didn't have to worry about that because I was a girl at that time, but now I think the draft goes for both.
The draft is for women now, too, yep.
Thank God I'm not 18 anymore. I don't even know. Maybe it can still happen.
No, you can't. We're past the age. We are past the age. So.
I don't like that because I'm sorry, but I am a girl and I don't run very fast. I'm just saying.
You run pretty fast if there's a sale at Penny's.
Maybe that's what they'll have to do.
Shoe sale.
For like
fight to the death.
Female recruits.
I don't know.
No, I know there's a lot of women that can run pretty fast, but I mean, there's a reason. I mean, I'm sorry, okay? There is a reason why they have, like, the male, like, you know, like parts of the Olympics and then the women's like contest because it's like not fair.
So you're saying there needs to be male and female wars? They need to be separate.
Yeah, like it's not fair to have a battle between.
Oh my gosh!
They should have the women on one side of the battle.
This side of the battlefield is the women,
Exactly.
and this side it's the men.
Then it
I
will
want
be
a clean
fair.
war.
Exactly.
And,
there
oh
should
my
be
gosh.
rules. That should be a new rule that's made by NATO.
No. Nobody follows NATO's rules anyway. The only countries that follow
are the ones that
are the countries that are in the Accord. The ones that you're fighting against never follow the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, the ones that.
But anyway, this is.
I was gonna say the ones that follow the rules are the ones that lose.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
This is, believe it or not, this is the final level for Penguin and Catwoman already, and we are only.
Oh, it's a penguin.
We're 15 minutes
We
in.
talk about such nice topics.
Yay!
It's great.
Family friendly.
Well, if I become president of the world, I'm gonna get some of those things taken care of because I don't know.
What, you're gonna have segregated wars?
No, I just wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think women should be drafted.
I think we should have, like, T-1000s fight for us.
We'll just have robot armies.
Gundams.
Or we could do what the Native Americans do, where they solve their problems without war.
Gambling?
No, they solve... Hey! Oh my god!
What? It's not a stereotype. Have you seen all the casinos they own? Very wealthy.
Yeah, because it's legal there.
Some states gambling's not allowed.
No, the Native American reservations are not states. They're their own countries.
Whoa.
Yeah, they don't have to abide by any of the laws in this country.
Wow.
They're technically their own country.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, like, unless the U.S. government decides to trample over them once in a while when they feel like it.
That's not cool.
No, it's not very cool because they...
But that sounds like something our government would do, so...
Yeah, they enjoy doing that. But what was I talking about?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. I was gonna make some kind of point.
I told you we are, like, in the final level, and we're still talking about...
Right. They solved their problems. Okay, when I went to this Native American reservation in Minnesota when I was in high school, they were talking to us about how they solved their problems. Some of the Native American tribes solved their problems with lacrosse. They would play lacrosse instead of going to war.
I could see sports
They
being...
would play lacrosse.
I mean, think of what happens when people get so adamant about sports. They have riots.
But, of course, you could accidentally kill someone while playing lacrosse, and it was fine.
Oh.
Meaning, you could hurt them, like, you know, on accident while trying to get the ball.
No.
Or whatever. Or I don't know if it was... I don't know if you got a penalty.
You get a penalty. Oh, your teammate's not moving anymore. Red flag.
Yeah, red card. You get
Red.
sit out for 10 minutes.
Sit out for 10 minutes. Think about what you did.
I just think oh my gosh. But yeah, like, imagine, like, if people just played lacrosse instead of having, that would be amazing. But yeah,
that would be a good way to handle a lot of the world's problems.
It was so cool. I mean, if you think about it, there were a lot of very peaceful... I mean, not all of the Native American tribes were that peaceful. Not all of them did that, but some of them did.
Do you want to know what I find funny about sports teams, though?
What?
Their fans are more crazy than they are. Like, you don't see... If a sports team lose the Super Bowl or the World Series,
each other.
They don't go and usually, like, beat up each other on the field, nor do they afterwards drive to the home state of the team that won and start rioting like crazy.
Yeah,
Yet,
but the fans do.
The fans, the past, like, even 6 years, all the riots for sporting events is just so stupid. It's like,
it
why?
happens all the time with soccer, though, like all over the world.
Well, yeah, I know it happens with soccer, but I'm saying before, like, Americans...
Soccer is like a whole nother tier of sports fans.
You know what, I'm gonna...
It's like,
I'm gonna be expecting thousands of people in New York City and Washington, D.C.
you mean for football, like American football?
When people can't get the Switch, there's gonna be massive riots in the streets, and cities will be burned to the ground.
And well, everyone who needed it already has it.
Well, they riot for like everything else these days. I mean, I could see
Nintendo
like,
has shown who's really important.
yeah.
Rich people who already have tons of money. YouTubers. Those are the people who get the Switch. Little Billy with who's waiting and like saving up for the Switch and can't wait to play it with mom and dad and his brother and his neighbor.
I'm still terrified.
He doesn't
of
get a
picking...
Switch, but rich kid YouTuber gets sent one online.
I'm terrified of picking up our Switch now that it's like the midnight release.
Oh
like,
my gosh. Do we have to pick it up at midnight? Because I might just wait till the morning.
We were told to pick it up. Like, otherwise they could resell it.
What?
Because they're expecting a massive thing and they want to make sure that the units that they have are the ones that they can sell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we have to go.
Fine, maybe we should hire a bodyguard. I really don't know why they wouldn't have a police officer right there when they're handing them out.
We used to have police officers at the... Well, I mean, that was the
one in Massachusetts.
Yeah, we're not really in the East Coast anymore, though. This is Hicksville. So, I mean, you have, like, you have a local sheriff.
I feel like calling the police and just telling them, can you please show up?
Just walk over to the hospital where they are and say, hey, do you mind hanging out in the parking lot for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes?
Oh, yeah, they are at the hospital. Because I remember I was trying to...
Of course, I'm worried if I go over there and talk to them that they're going to cart me off. Be like, what are you worried about? What are you pulling? It's like, no, not me. Something could happen. But how do you know this? It's like... I'm psychic.
Because it's a game system. It's really.
You don't know what this is like, man. You just see people getting shanked down for a Switch. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, but if somebody asks for my Switch and like threatens me, I'm just gonna give it to them. It's just.
Now you're gonna run really fast and jump in the car, and we're gonna peel out like some '80s movie, blasting the Ghostbusters theme. I don't know.
Okay.
No, you can give it to them, because we have one coming to the house anyway. Then we'll just get another one to give away for the contest later.
Yeah. I really hope it'll be okay. Luke and I are really nervous, because there was this guy that seemed really shifty when I pre-ordered it at our local GameStop.
Maybe we should have done it at that one, like, game store that's up the road.
I know, in the one in the mall.
No.
Really?
No malls? No.
They're the worst?
Oh, yeah, there's more places people can hide and jump ya.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
This is disturbing. This feels like it's a 21 plus thing.
21 plus, the Kwings have matured.
We have really talked about, like, oh my gosh, like, war and, I don't know, getting jumped for a Switch.
What? It happens.
I know, but not in children world.
I'm not 20 years old anymore. I don't know what to talk about.
But the kids that play these games are.
Do you want me to tell you the people that are watching this? You'd be surprised about the age.
I don't want to know.
20-year-olds are watching us play Lego games. You have no shame, 20-year-olds. This is supposed to be for kids that are young.
They all clicked off.
Yeah,
like,
goodbye.
No, you found us out.
Lurkers. College students. How's it going?
There's only 20-year-olds would appreciate this kind of game.
Yeah,
little kids actually probably would not appreciate it because they'd be like, "Oh,
they play mobile.
The graphics.
They're mobile gamers, aren't you? Aren't you, little ones? You play mobile now, traitors.
They're not here.
That's what happened too. If we played more mobile games, they'd probably stick around. That's why we survived when we were doing this.
Mobile games suck.
I know, but that's why we limped around.
The microphone, like, my ears are bleeding. I'm gonna have to stand 10 feet away from your voice.
My ears.
I'm not joking around. I'm probably gonna have to go to the hospital.
I'm sorry, what? What was that? I
don't know. I can't hear anything because you just
sound of your
screamed
doom.
about
stuff.
You know, you're the one who decides what to play in your channel, but you keep, like, complaining.
I will play what I want.
If only I did this. It's like, then why don't you do that?
But I can't play mobile games because they're not very fun. There's only a couple I can stomach playing. And the rest are just not fun.
I'll just keep making, I'm gonna keep upgrading my character on that one game that I wanted to do a long time ago. You already promised me. Oregon Trail.
Oh my gosh.
That is a fun game.
You've got dysentery.
It's fun.
Yep, it's fun getting dysentery.
It's more fun laughing at the character on the screen getting it than you getting it yourself.
The look with Penguin just now, I mean. What they need to show is Batman's silhouette, like, spoiling the fun, because, I mean, this is not an Elseworld story. This stuff happens before Batman shows up.
Whatever.
That's fun. Yay, Tim Drake! He's a true villain! They show Tim Drake's face, and then it says true villain afterwards. It's like...
Actually, if we grew up in Japan, though, we'd both have to do, like, a year. Or I'm thinking of Korea.
Korea.
We'd both have to do a year in the military anyway.
Yep.
That's actually probably better, but it's nice. It makes sense thinking about it, but I wouldn't actually want to do it. But it makes sense, though. Then everyone's equal.
And when everyone's equal, no one is. Wait, no, that didn't work.
Well, then you can't complain.
I complain about everything.
Everyone almost complains, like, You know, our military, they're helping us save our lives.
Complaining and treating everybody like dirt is every New Yorker's God-given right.
Yeah, but if everyone has to be in the military, then you can't really complain about it anymore, because you're complaining about yourself.
But I proved I could complain about anything. But anyway, guys and gals,
if you're a New Yorker, then you complain
that does it for this episode. Join us tomorrow as we do The Joker and Friends. Until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!